Hello, this is Dr. Doreste with the Cranial Release Technique. It's April 25 at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or just about here in New York City. And I wanted to respond to a few emails that I received on my last video that I made about cell towers and EMF, or electromagnetic frequency stress, and how that affects the brain and the nervous system in a negative way. So I was just Googling around, and I Googled stress, and I found a very interesting website called healthguide.org. And in it, they talk about stress symptoms, signs, causes, improving your ability to handle stress. So if we just scroll down a bit, stress isn't always bad. In small doses, it can help you perform under pressure and motivate you to do your best. But when you're constantly running in emergency mode, your mind and body pay the price. If you frequently find yourself feeling frazzled and overwhelmed, it's time to take action and bring your nervous system back into balance. I don't think I could have said that even better, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. You can protect yourself and improve how you think and feel by learning how to recognize the signs and symptoms of chronic stress and taking steps to reduce its harmful effects. By the way, I want to say, if I just come back here a moment, this came out March 28, 2019, so this is just not even a month ago. So if we go back and just dig a little deeper here, they talk about what is stress, the fight or flight response, what happens when the body is under stress. And of course, from the cranial release standpoint, the problem is we find that people are virtually living in a state of constant, chronic, low or high level stress. And of course, that negatively impacts the body. It seems as if our nervous system is designed to handle acute stress, handle it, kind of go back to baseline and go merrily on our way. But the problem is this constant, chronic, low-level stress, as they talk about here, which is virtually the stress that we're all under. And remember, stress comes at us from physical causes, slips, falls, car accidents, bad posture, being on a computer all day, bending over and texting on your phone all day, physical stresses, chemical stresses, what's in the air, what's in the water, what's in the food, what's been injected into you, what's in the environment, what's in the cleaning products, and so on and so on. The third one is emotional stress, problems at home, problems on the job, problems in relationships, just life in general, especially life in 2019, as things just seem to get faster and faster. And then that fourth one that we discussed before is the EMF, the electromagnetic frequency stress. The radiation from cell phones, from cell phone towers, from living in a Wi-Fi environment. So all these stresses accumulate and cause the brain to come out of balance, which I'll discuss in a moment again. But it says here, back to the article, the effects of chronic stress. And they talk about things like depression, anxiety, pains in the body, sleep problems. In my experience today, virtually no one is sleeping well any longer. Autoimmune diseases, digestive problems. Back to autoimmune. When the body is virtually attacking itself, that's autoimmune. When the immune system is virtually attacking healthy tissue. Not a good state to be in. Skin conditions such as eczema, heart disease, weight problems, reproductive issues, and thinking and memory problems. I mean, these are sort of the top 10, but virtually there's been much research to show that virtually all health issues, all negative health issues, have a stress component to that. So unfortunately, we really can't get rid of the stresses if you're doing your job, unless you're going to quit your job and go do something different and go live on an island somewhere, which most of us can't do, then how do we handle this increasing level of stress? And then I dug a little deeper and found another website, which is called stress.org. I recommend both these sites for you. And they talk about the 50 common symptoms of stress overload. And you can just read these on your own, but it just covers everything from musculoskeletal issues to digestive issues to sleep issues to even down here towards the bottom. I was surprised that they even listed this. Number 50, excessive gambling and impulse buying, all due to stress. So isn't that interesting? So I'll let you read all these on your own. I don't want to waste your time and go through the 50 that they mentioned, but you can go on and on. This is probably the top 50. So what do we do about all this? What do we do about this stress, and what happens to our body when we become stressed? So ideally, I'd all like you to be the figure in the middle here. When you're in the middle, the brain, which is made of two halves, a left and a right, should be in electrical balance. When the brain is in balance, we call that in the cranial release technique, you're in whole brain function. The muscles, which are under the control of the brain, are balanced, and therefore the structure is balanced. So you're going through life, brain is balanced, structure is balanced, your body is healing, repairing, and regenerating. It's constantly renewing itself from the inside out. There's nothing you have to do other than try your best to do all the things that we know make sense. Try to eat properly, get proper rest, get fresh air, get exercise, all the common sense things that we do, or that we should be doing. Unfortunately, as these stress levels build from the constant, chronic, low-level, and sometimes high-level stresses, the brain shifts and you become figure number 1 or figure number 3. So take your pick, doesn't matter to me. In my experience, most people tend to be figure number 1, and we'll talk about that maybe on another video. But in this case, this person's left brain is overactive because of stress. Because the left brain controls the right body, there's more tension down the right side of the body. And with that stress, there'll be right muscle tension, there'll be structural imbalance. But more importantly, the nervous system now shifts from heal, repair, regenerate to one of survive, protect, and defend. So you're constantly in a state of fight or flight. You never really go back to heal, repair, and regenerate. That's why most of us say, I'm so exhausted, I need to go on vacation, I need to disconnect. All these words that you hear today, that you hear people talking about today, this, I need to disconnect, I need to unplug, there's too much going on. And of course, then if you're so stressed out, now you lay down to try to go to sleep, and of course your mind is spinning, and you can't relax, and you can't get to sleep, and tomorrow, here we go again. So you're sort of stuck in this hamster wheel, just kind of spinning. And the beauty of cranial release is that it can take you from figure number 1 or figure number 3 here and bring you back to balance. And that's what this is all about. Bringing the patient's nervous system back to balance with this 1-minute hands-on technique called the cranial release technique. This is Dr. Doreste. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. If you're interested in learning more about this, you can always go to my website, which is cranialrelease.com. Again, that's one word, cranialrelease.com. And you can click around and see what's happening in the world of cranial release. You can search for a practitioner. So if you're out there and you're looking, gee, I'd like to experience this, well, you can just simply go to the website, cranialrelease.com, click on Find a Practitioner, put in your zip code, or just search the map, and hopefully there's someone that's practicing CRT in your neighborhood. If, on the other hand, you are a practitioner and would like to learn more about how you can learn the cranial release technique in the comfort of your home or office, again, go to cranialrelease.com and you can just click on CRT Online Training Program, and that will take you to our page where you can learn much more about cranial release, how do you learn this, how does it work, and all the wonderful aspects of CRT. So you can do that at your own leisure. Again, that's cranialrelease.com is the main platform. Search it. There's a free report. You can click on that. Have some fun. Again, Dr. Doreste signing off, wishing you a wonderful day. Be well and stay safe. Thanks so much. cranialrelease.com. Thanks so much. Goodbye.